my channel. I am super excited to go through this price action video for you guys. I'm recording this on the same day that we're going to be reviewing. So this is August 21st. This is Wednesday. We had a lot of news come out today. A lot of news is going to come out for the rest of this week. So a lot of news today, a lot of news Thursday, tomorrow, and a lot of news Friday. Powell speaks on Friday, so it's going to be really interesting. But while news is happening live like this, right, throughout the next few days, I wanted to go through the price action of what it looks like when news is presenting itself in the market, right? So I'm going to walk you guys through a little bit of this breakdown that I have for gold, right? Just a kind of like a review of the day and what happened and kind of what I had like seen in hindsight, and then a little bit of like what I would have done, what I would have been looking for, and so forth. I ended up trading oil today, but I did look over at what Nas did today. I did look at what gold did today, and gold's price action was really, really interesting to me. So I wanted to just share it with you guys. So whether I'm trading oil or whether I'm trading gold, you guys know I am like very, very loyal to the soil when it comes down to Nas, but I have recently been trading oil, and every now and then I'll look at gold too. So I want to just show this to you guys. And I'm trading oil and gold around 6:30 a.m. my time, which is 9:30 Eastern. Okay, so I'm going to break it down for you guys. When it's Nas, I'm trading her like at 7, but I'm trading oil and gold a little bit earlier, 7 my time, Pacific time, so 10 a.m. Eastern. But I'm trading at 9:30 a.m. Eastern for these two, right, for oil and gold. So I want to break this down to you guys. So this is 6 a.m. as you can see. So I'm just going to fast forward to 6:30 and just kind of show you guys what I'm looking at. And if you see me look off to the side, it's because I have the higher time frame on the other side, so I'm just kind of comparing it to see what I would have been looking for. So let's wait until 6:30. Okay, so this is a 6:30 candle. We're now playing between these two psych levels, which is fine, but overall for like until 7 at least, I'm definitely seeing selling momentum. So that's more so the direction that I want to look in. So what I'm looking for is roughly, if I'm going to be taking a sell, roughly like in this area toward the top of this higher level, I want to be looking for rejection, and then I'll just take it down, right? Be targeting the next level below it. If I was looking for a buy, I would want to look for rejection to this lower level, right? And then just take it back up. So for a sell, kind of looking for something like this, get rejection right here, and it pushes down, maybe comes back to it, and then pushes even further down. And then somewhere around here would be my TP. Going for like a 1 to 2, 1 to 3, depending on the stop loss that I have, which you guys will see me go through the whole process. And then somewhere down here, that's for the sell. But if it was for a buy, somewhere down here, I would be looking for it to like come down, maybe come up, kind of reject off the box, come back up, maybe something like that. We'll see what she gives us, but I'm just looking for rejection at the levels, if that makes sense. So let's play it out. Let's see what she gives us. Okay, not bad. Pretty much some rejection. Let me see if I can get closer into that box. Okay, well, there it is. There it is. She took off, though, so that was all the rejection she was going to give for that move, and then came straight down. So let me just see if price comes back up a bit. So like even here, right? So these rejections, this is kind of what I'm talking about. That wick rejection there, this wick rejection here. So let me just take it piece by piece. Okay, so that is something that I would be looking to take. That happened really quick, but I really like in this box or even to the level itself. That's sniper to me. So let's say that I ended up taking it. Let's say I had my stop loss just like above these wicks. Nothing too crazy. Pretty tight stop loss, if I'm honest. And I don't know why my short position's like this, but somewhere about here, right, would be good for me. Let me get a little bit of breathing room, but nothing too crazy. Do one contract and see how we do. All right, pushing away. So again, that's more rejection. Let me get closer so you guys can see what I see. So this is more rejection right there, kind of what I'm looking for. Oh, would have barely got stopped out. Okay, so I need to give it a little bit more breathing room, but TP hit. So that was just a matter of Stop loss being a little too tight. Didn't need to give it too much room though, so that's good to know. But more so like about here, 10 ticks would have done it, maybe even above these highs, probably would have been even better. Right at that wick, set my stop loss about there. But overall, a pretty good setup. So just still now at this time, closer to 7, yeah, so still looking for sells. So we'll take profit right there. And then let's see if we get another setup. So price is still bouncing in between these levels. Let's see what happens. All right, so just going to move this underneath. And so now rejection up here is kind of, kind of what I'm looking for. And then just gonna take her even further down. So why not? Let's take this one because that's rejection. Learned my lesson from the last one, so let's give it about 10 ticks and then just target for like a 1 to 3. Hopped in for the sell, taking it down. Perfect. That's the thing about gold. She will move quick. There's my little Miss 300 a day right there. Awesome. And let's see if she comes back up. Maybe get another entry at the same area. All right, cool. So we would have already taken TP, so that would not have stopped us out, but that's another rejection. So that looks really good to me too. Right there. See if we can take it back down. Why not? And then learn my lesson again from the last one. So let's give it about 10, 11 ticks, and then we'll go ahead for like a 1, 2, 3, something like that. If we hop in for the sell at that candle's close. Take it down, fluctuating, don't stop me out. Barely. Still closing under there, but that was actually all she had to give. So in hindsight, looking at this, can see that what she did from here was reject in this area. She didn't come all the way to the level, but in this area and just pushed all the way back up, which is fine. So going to just look at another potential entry. This is around 7 a.m. So still looking for sells. Okay, there it is. Had I given it a little bit more breathing room, maybe it wouldn't have stopped me out, but I don't feel like I need to give it that much room. So from here, this wick came all the way down. So this definitely had to be a news release right at 10 a.m. Eastern. That makes sense. If I were to go to Forex Factory, I'm sure that I would see that there. So overall, even with this long candle and wick, well, candle before it turned into a wick, from here you could just take it up, honestly, because that is a significant rejection. Buyers bought price all the way back up. So at this point, this would be your entry though, but that is rejection. So just really looking to see if she's going to come from here, kind of fluctuate, and then come all the way back up. If so, then I want to take the sell. But probably going to see her buy up right now. Let's see. All right, pushing up. Cool. Yeah. So a lot of like choppiness a little bit, but for the most part, she kind of consolidated around that level, which is fine. Not perfect price action, but we can work with it. And then again, all I'm seeing here around 707 is more rejection. So if I would have waited here, taking it back down, short position at this candle's close, doing stop loss above these wicks. A bit of a bigger stop loss than what I usually give, but let's just see if we can just come back toward this level here. We entered in for the sell. All right, pushing down, perfect, right, straight to TP. So we'll take that. So far, we've only lost $100 on this trade, and we're at 940 in profit. If we were trading this live, this is back testing profits right now. So still looking for sells for this entire hour of 7, it looks like. So let's just see if we get another opportunity. All right, probably gonna reject here. Yep, so at this point, since we already hit TP, that rejection that it's showing me at this lower level would anticipate her to just do one of these, right, and bounce all the way back up, or maybe even push higher, but we shall see. Looking for sales either way. So there she goes, straight to the top. That is rejection to me, but not gonna take it. Yeah, not gonna take that. Wanted to be like in the box or like straight to the level. So let's see if we just get a better sell. All right, so if the sell is gonna happen, it's probably going to happen somewhere up here. So let's just see what happens. Like we can get a better entry than that. All right, so that's as far as she was gonna come, taking some rejection there, but just was looking for a better entry. And this is about 7:30, so still looking for sells. And then right about here, I'm curious. I'm gonna take this one off of this rejection, and pretty curious to see if she's just gonna come all the way back down here. So let's just try it. Why not? If this was going to be my stop loss, again, a little bit more than what I would usually give, but still about a 1 to 3, it looks like. And if we were to hop in at that candle's close, let's see what we get. Stopped out barely. And she does eventually come down. Yeah. Okay, so again, gonna close out position, but this just boiled down to stop loss. Kind of noticing something here. When I'm kind of like, it's a little bit more of a stop loss than I would usually give. Those are usually the ones where it goes a little bit above what I already put for a stop loss. Even here, I can see it would have maybe given me another entry opportunity, but I don't really want to take it under the box, kind of like that, or like in that area. I'd like it to go into that kind of that grayed out area that I have in my box, or like all the way like come and touch the side level that I have. So as you can see, guys, this is just ping-ponging the market. This is just reading price action. So even with that one, still hovering over about like $1,000 in profit if we were trading this live, for example. But it's kind of fun just to see the price action. So this would have worked out just too tight of a stop loss. So at this time, we're getting closer to 8 o'clock. So more so looking for price to start to trend up from what I'm looking at on the higher time frame. So let's see what we get. I'm already seeing here a rejection on this lower level here, which is indication to me that I would be looking for buying opportunities. So I'm sure from here she's just gonna push right back up. Let's try it, why not? Take this one at this candle's close. And then we are gonna be targeting this level up here. Stop loss below. We'll give it that much. We'll give it that much. Kind of like in this area of these wicks. If she does come down here, I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm gonna give it about 20 ticks. And let's see, make sure I'm in for the buy. Let me close that, make sure I'm in for the buy. There we go. All right, here we go. Stopped out, literally came right down to it. Let me see if she starts to push up. Nope, still coming down. Okay, so she wasn't ready. Oh, there she goes. And pushes up. Again, this boils down to stop loss. So really wanted to take out this wick, which is fine. That makes sense. I can see that now. But that would have been all I would have been willing to risk on it, but all good. So we'll close that trade. Overall bias was our heart was in the right place. But yeah, boiled down to stop loss. Let's see another one. Again, at this time, still looking for opportunities to buy. So if I get a nice like pullback to this area, kind of like in this vicinity, I'd be interested. Perfect. So let's take that, pull it right back into our box. If I take it, again, I don't know if you guys can see it, but like that's that wick rejection, just continuing to push up. That's all I'm really looking for. So at this candle's close, give it about this much of a stop loss, going under this wick a little bit, is kind of all I'm doing. And then let's just take it up. I want to go a little bit further. I want a nice R to R. So let's go about here and see what we get. Pushes back into the box, starts to push up. Okay, we get a nice push up. We'll be in good shape, pushing down, pushing down. So even at this point, kind of wanting to look at it and figure out why is it rejecting from here, right? So you do have some of these areas where price kind of stopped out roughly in this area and shot down. So that's probably what's happening now. Let's just play it out. Okay, cool. So that was a matter of hold, don't fold. You guys know I hold my trades. Like, I will let my trade completely ride out. Like, I have a stop loss for a reason. So that was an interesting one. It definitely came back roughly to this area here and started to reject. Like, when it got to this area, it just pushed down, right? Like, hard. So started to kind of get to that area again, stuttered a little bit and pushed down. Thought it was going to stop me out, but ended up taking me to TP for a little bit, for a 1 to 2. I do like a 1 to 3, so let's see if it would have even come that far. We'll go a little, let's go right to a 3. Let's see if it even pushes that high. Okay, perfect. Looks like it would have been very close to giving it to me. And then that new hour candle came out. So it would have been very close to about a 1 to 3 there. So at 9 o'clock, I'm still looking for buys at this point. So wasn't going to give it to me here. So I'm going to look for a buying opportunity somewhere around here. If it comes anywhere in my box or all the way down to my psych level, we'll just look to take it up. Okay, nothing significant happening yet. Alright, so somewhere in here, so this is the closest it was going to get to my box. I would have liked it to come a little bit lower for me to take an entry off of it, but even in this area, price is still kind of just doing the same thing, but I'm not seeing a lot of great price action, so we can just wait this one out. It is getting closer to 10, so bias hasn't changed, still looks like strong momentum to the upside. Coming back down a little bit. Okay, so up here, this is 11. All right, so this is really interesting to me. This is a new hour candle. Not too much happened at 10, but around in this area, I break out and I get that nice wick to the downside. I broke under my level, but still closed like right above it, right on it. So that's good price action to me for a nice buy. I'm going to go under this wick, of course, a little less than 20 ticks. And then wanting to take this for about a 1 to 3, ideally, which I feel like gold can give me because she's gold. So if I go in for a buy, just see how price plays out. Perfect. Awesome. So that was a good one. Really like quick price action on that one. A lot of momentum behind it. The only thing that happened at 10 o'clock, if I was going to take it, my buy would have been somewhere around there. But it really kind of struggled to get up here. Versus at 11, strong momentum had entered the chart and then price just shot straight up. So that's kind of a good, analysis of price action as well, when it's just like super choppy versus when it has a lot of momentum. So really going for those like heavy momentum kind of moves. But overall, I would have been done for the day at that point. Had I traded this live today, I did end up trading oil. So maybe I'll make another video while I'm sitting here for that as well, to kind of break down my price action there and like what I was looking for. But at that point, trading day was pretty much over. This is a good hour by hour, trade by trade example of what I would have done in real time, what I would have been looking for. I hope this was helpful. If you had any questions, leave them down below. Any feedback, leave them down below in the comments as well. Give this video a like if you learned something, and definitely subscribe for more. All right, you guys, see you next time.
Don't play with it, don't be dishonest. Ay, still not